Welcome, everyone. Hi, Nova. Hi, Taryn. Hi, Julie. Just looking over the chat to see who else is here. So happy to have you all. Welcome. Okay. So, I am a little bit... I know I say this every time, but I should probably just start the live a little bit later, but definitely a little late getting started. Are we being silly in the chat? The porcelain pony, how funny. What Christmas movie are you watching? Oh, it's just a movie. I don't know why I was thinking Christmas movie. Taryn, I'm glad you're here. How are you doing? Nova, any art lately? Hi, T. Guthrie, welcome. Nice. Welcome, thank you for being here. Hi, Tom. So interesting synchronicity, Tom, with your Tesseract. I'm still like trying to wrap my mind around it, but oh my gosh, I went into like a little bit of a rabbit hole, I guess you could say. It's a very interesting concept. It's basically like a fourth dimensional cube within a cube, or I don't know, or with it, I don't know how to explain it. No, it's almost like within. I have a picture of it, and it was the way that they were trying to show it, like in a third dimensional form. They were using like a shadow to explain it, and then there was also like some visual representations that showed how it would like kind of take the inside of itself and like bring it out to the outside and come back in, and then bring it back to the outside and back in. It was very interesting. So haven't quite figured out that just yet, but definitely started looking into it. It piqued my interest. Morgan, welcome, lovely Morgana. So we've got 5 people in the chat. I'm kind of waiting for some more people to come in. And part of the reason why I kind of mentioned what I was going to be talking about last week, for this week. Oh, John Binney! Nice, you're here early. So I fixed your song. It should be back at its normal speed. I even double checked it with the original file and listened to make sure the beats were lining up, so it should be at the same speed as before, so hopefully you like it. I did attempt to lay down the vocals again, but there was just so much yelling and screaming in the background because my kids, until they go to sleep, there's really just no singing or recording. Otherwise you're just gonna hear kids yelling and fighting in the background, my son yelling at his Xbox. Let me let my cat in real quick. Come on, hurry, come on. Okay. New holiday house on the Scottish borders, how nice. I had a dream I was in class studying bone anatomy and trying to watch your live stream in class. However, it had something to do with what we were learning since it was okay to watch in class. How interesting. Bone anatomy. Oh, hi. Hi, kitty. We have a visitor. She wants to say hello. I don't want to pick her up very often. Although she doesn't seem to mind right now. Because she's on camera. It's because she knows she's on camera. You love being on camera, don't you? Okay. She's really heavy. She's a very heavy cat. My arms get tired really quickly. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So now is a good opportunity to start putting questions, things you want to... Oh, is it glitching? Oh, man. And we haven't even, like, gotten into it yet. That's terrible. Well, hopefully you guys can hear what I'm saying right now. And I want to open up kind of a question and answer. I want you guys to ask me questions about kind of what are your, because we're kind of exploring the concepts of duality. So we're looking at different perceptions, and everybody has their own perception based on their experiences with duality and with you know, different things that have happened throughout their lives where they've had to experience maybe extreme forms of duality. Yes, she is a fat cat. I actually have her on a diet. I started her on a new food so that she can lose some weight, because she's not, she is kind of overweight. So the frame rate is low, but the audio is fine. Okay, so at least you can hear me. That's the most important thing. So when thinking in terms of duality, a lot of times when you have I don't know, want to say necessarily a lower perspective, but maybe a lower third dimensional type of perspective where you see duality in more of an extreme form. So you see it more as right and wrong, good and bad, and you can't really take yourself and put yourself on the other side as something that you would perceive as bad to understand why it would eventually lead to something good, if that makes any sense. Duality is very foundational to expand consciousness. Exactly. Glitch is here. Ow, what? Why are you biting me? When kitty bit me. Do you want to go outside? Go outside? Okay. So, I can't figure out what my cat wants to do. She's like kind of pacing a little bit. What's your favorite form to take energetically? Self tends to communicate with other people the most. But as far as like when I go into the astral, I'm just in a light body. I'm not like really necessarily in a form or a shape. And I mean, I guess occasionally, I shouldn't say that, because occasionally I have taken form and shape during, I don't know what else to call it more than like interrogation, I guess, where it was like talking or, you know, trying to find out information from, you know, other astral beings. So there was like form involved, but there was also non-form involved. Like I was able to kind of split into two separate aspects of consciousness while still being one. I don't know how to explain that to somebody properly without sounding like a complete nut job. So I'm just gonna stop there. I guess just light body would be the simple answer. I gotta get better at them simple answers. My cat keeps biting me, so I'm gonna put her out. Come on. Let's go. Come on. If you're gonna keep biting me, I can't have you in here because you're distracting me. Come on.
Kitty, come on.
She keeps biting me.
Come on, you want a treat? Come on.
Come on.
Come on, you want a treat? There we go.
I got her. Sorry. Right. I don't know if she's just like feeling the energy and it's like making her bitey or what. Maybe she's trying to tell me to stop talking. That's probably it. Yeah, Glitch made it. I know. Glitch miss. Valma pals, welcome. Duality can cause a lot of paradigms. Yes. Well, duality is kind of like how the paradigms would essentially take form in whatever that dimension, the dimension of, how do I explain this? So, sometimes when we have an experience, a new person comes into our life, we have what we call like a paradigm shift, because before that person came into our life, there was kind of a set group of paths that you had, a set group of potentialities that you had that were kind of aligned with this other group of people that you were with, and then a new person or a new group of people come into your life, and all of those old set potentialities are no longer relevant because you don't vibrate at those frequencies anymore. So you have what would be called like a paradigm shift, where you start experiencing other realities, other future potentialities because of the new influences, because we're all influencing each other energetically. So duality in itself is a huge part of our experience. So when you interact with somebody, you're interacting with them in a dualistic form in some way. You are reflecting something back at them in some way. And oftentimes we can see this as good and bad, but as we kind of raise our perspective and our awareness to what that is, we start to see that these as more as like lessons and blessings, and lessons that become blessings and blessings that are lessons. And it becomes more of where you have the awareness of both sides, but also the whole picture. So there's not so much of you're leaning on one side or the other, you're seeing it all, but you're understanding that both sides do play a role, and you're kind of somewhere in the middle. Yeah, she tastes a human and that's all she wants. Yeah, she's a silly kitty. She bites me a lot during these lives. It's funny. I think it has something to do with the energy, because she really doesn't bite me a whole lot, except for when I'm in the kitchen and she wants a treat. Usually that's when she bites. She wants a treat. Our whole human cognition and language is dualistic. We live in paradox, yes. So even when we try to manifest, a lot of times we will manifest the opposite of what we want, just simply because we're still kind of in a perception where we're staying on one side or the other when it comes to duality, instead of understanding that there is a duality in every thought. So every time you have a thought, there's always going to be more than one potentiality connected to that thought. It's not like you have a thought and that thought has only one action connected to it. There's going to be that thought, there's going to be the action, and then the equal and opposite polarity of whatever that action could be. And both of those actions are going to play out simultaneously, and whichever one at that moment in that time you're vibrating at experiencing or needing to experience consciously, you'll step into essentially experiencing that one consciously while the other one kind of plays out unconsciously. In the end, you still learn from both the equal and opposite polarities of the action that precedes the thought, but sometimes we only have the conscious awareness, well, you only have the conscious awareness of one. As in that sense, we can also look at duality in a form of how it can show us things that we wouldn't have seen otherwise. So let me think of a example. Okay, so I just thought of a really good one. This is actually something that I experienced earlier, and yeah, I'll get back to that in just a second. Hello, hi Arian. Hi Ariam. Welcome. So when it comes to things that we perceive as bad experiences, I'm going to kind of use that as an example of how we can use them to kind of show us I guess our light, or see things that we wouldn't have seen otherwise from that way. So for me, one of the things that I've dealt with very deeply, and it's been a core wound, a core issue I had to kind of overcome, was like this deep self-hate, self-loathing I can't even say it. It was something that was very hard for me to deal with, and my cat is scratching at my door. It's very distracting. I have to let her in because I can't think with that scratching. You're going to drive me crazy. This is the 3rd time I've gotten up. No biting. So one of the things I noticed today, and so it's one thing that I've also recommended to a lot of my clients and people that I've worked with, is mirror therapy. Because if you can look in the mirror and love every part of yourself, then you've really overcome a lot. For me, I could never really do the whole looking in the mirror. You know how when you get, right before you get in the shower, you're like completely vulnerable, like totally nude in front of the mirror, and it's just you looking at every part of you, and you're just like, for me, I was always just like, I would not look because I just didn't want to see that part of me. I just was always disgusted with myself. And then today I was just like, I felt this overwhelming like self-love that I've never felt before, and I don't think I would have noticed that shift in the way I felt about myself if I hadn't initially gone through it's just my cat, don't worry. If I hadn't initially gone through that stage of like self-hate, self-loathing, because of that stage of like kind of lower, seeing myself in those lower lights, when I started going through the shift to seeing myself in a more beautiful light and having that self-love and feeling it deep, I was able to connect with that and in a way where I'm not like thinking I'm better than everybody else. It's a feeling that I've never connected with before. And being able to be like, wow, so that's what self-love really feels like. And I don't think I would have really been able to fully grasp exactly what that felt like if I hadn't have first gone through a period of really intense self-hate. So that extreme dualistic perspective and experience of going through both was very powerful for me and very valuable for me. As a soul, as an individual, as a person, as somebody who helps other people. And so that's just an example of something that you can maybe look at in yourself that maybe you've looked at in the experience in the past that you would perceive as negative, that could eventually become something very positive and very expansive for your growth. So I'm going to catch up on the chat real quick before I get on too much of a tangent. Having trouble talking today. (11:11). I must be pretty far behind. I'm 8 minutes behind. Holy crap. Our whole human cognition. No, I read that. I must have missed the 11:11. Glitchy, I have Grinch socks. I wear all year round. Do you do sock? I would seriously buy them. Oh, do you have socks on the website, Glitch, on the merch site? Is there socks? Has anyone had funny experiences with time recently? It feels so quantum. Yes. Time is just an illusion. We need duality to function in society, but we also need the awareness to understand duality, also absolutes that transcend duality. Exactly. Very well said. Yeah, John, totally. Tila Valenzuela, welcome. Learning duality is division and separation, which is an illusion. Everything is one. Yes. Nothing is really bad if we are grateful for everything. Judgment prevents gratitude and unconditional love. And the other thing about judgment that I've learned very, very well, and many of you who watch me or Glitch have also seen, like, we've talked about this before, the things that you judge, you will have to experience them so that you don't judge them anymore in some form to be able to see the other side. Whether in this life or another life, you will have to experience whatever you judge in some way, some form, in order to see the other side of that perspective. So be careful what you judge. Your cat knocks on the door. Yeah, mine scratches. Quit. Thank you, John. Yes, definitely working. Oh, I dance naked before showers. Nice, Tila. I'll have to try it one time. I'm still getting used to even looking at myself in the mirror, but the fact that I can do that now and not hate myself is huge. It's like, it's gigantic for me. Like, to not have this where I'm just gonna start picking apart every piece of myself and all the parts of myself that I don't like, and just almost like not even seeing them anymore. Like, it's like I can see them there, but it's like, what? I like almost look at them like, what did I have against myself so much that I had that kind of like hate for myself? And I just like, it's because I was holding all these emotions in my body, and once I released them, it's like I no longer needed to feel that. And it's like, you really notice a change, and I just got chills. You really notice a change in your perception when you start releasing trapped emotions from your body, just through like the conscious awareness of your triggers as they come into your reality. And instead of reacting every time in that almost automatic way that we would always kind of react, and maybe stopping, taking a breath, and looking at the reaction itself and the potentialities that could come from that reaction, and possibly like learning from that. And if you can learn from the trigger and change the reaction, you're actually changing in whatever loop you were stuck in. Because every time you're repeating something, it's because you're stuck in a loop, a pattern, something that needs to be overcome, something that needs to be brought to the awareness to be overcome, and it's usually connected to a trapped emotion. Patricia Julie Burke, welcome. I'm struggling to talk today, you guys. I don't know what's wrong. Experiencing the duality definitely creates greater awareness, which leads us to find our love of self. I feel that one for sure, yes. We need one to better to understand the other. Self-love is a hard one. Creepy shadow that pops up, but definitely better than it was before, yes. I don't like religion because it's duality. Religion, there's a lot of, chaos. Misdirection of information. What you judge, you will experience because you are source. So for source to judge another aspect of source negates law of one. Yes. Very well said. Yes. But then again, if you think about religion in terms of what it's shown us the difference between religion and spirituality. Without our perspective of what religion is, and seeing that and experiencing that, a lot of us experiencing that, we wouldn't have been able to step outside of that and experience true spirituality and be able to see the difference. It's almost like you had to have that other experience in order to be able to tell the difference, because you're learning to see more, the bigger picture. The darkness really shows us our light. So whenever we have negative experiences, it gives us the opportunity to see more of our light through whatever that experience is. Thank you, Tila. Thank you. Hi, Marty. Welcome. Patreon shout out, by the way, to Marty, Morgan, and Sarah. Thank you guys so much for being here. And if anybody's interested in becoming a Patreon, you can click the links in my information. Really, it's set up mostly for people who are interested in doing regular sessions with me on like kind of a subscription-based platform. So if that's something that you're interested in, hypnosis therapy, healing, quantum healing therapy, through the Patreon, definitely check it out. If you're only interested in doing like a consultation or just an individual session, you can also do that through the booking tool. Amazing manifestation yesterday. Buying our holiday house had 3 last-minute legal issues. We had to wait all afternoon. At 4 p.m. we decided to just drive to the holiday house 1 hour away. After we left, they phoned us and said we got it. We arrived 2 minutes before the legal deadline to get their keys. Wow, that's insane. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's amazing. A gift. Felt like starting the journey regardless of the result manifested the outcome. Yes. I'll be intermittent, fam. Everyone donate to Faery. If you guys do want to donate, my PayPal is in the information. I am always grateful and accepting. They definitely help, you guys. Yes, so it looks like I'm all caught up on the chat. Do you guys have questions about duality, or would you like to start a meditation? A lot of times when I do the meditations, more information starts coming through from my higher self. So if you guys are ready and in the mood, 27, like right on the dot when I saw that. So there's my lucky number today at 8:27 p.m. Wow. Perfect. 639 average watch time with 11 viewers and 8 likes. So, codes up in this biatch. So, I guess we're going to start the meditation. That was my cue. The religious cult I was in for 5 years eventually made me fall apart and got into spirituality from Expander and Glitch. Ooh, just got chills. Oh. It's amazing. But now I know a lot about cults and I know the difference. Exactly. And now you can help other people recognize when they're getting into a cult, because you will have experienced it, and you're not just like saying like, yo, this is a cult when it's not. No, you're going to be like, yo, this is a cult because I have been in one. You know? That's the difference between somebody who's been through some kind of an experience and you're getting information, advice from that person who's actually been through that experience, versus somebody who's just kind of giving you their opinion based on no experience whatsoever. Med. Not sure what that means. Oh, meditation. Yes. Okay. Do I have any water nearby? I do not. Alright, I'll skip the water. So I'm just kind of tuning into the energy, finding my ground, my center. I was feeling myself get a little hyper. I do that when I start talking about, so. My obsidian is great for that. Helps me ground. And then this guy. Usually cults are founded through some kind of a religious factor, so you're not wrong at all. And I'm not arguing with you. So I want you all to just take some nice deep breaths. I just had to take a couple seconds and ground my energy. Find my own center. I want you all to take a nice deep breath. Really breathe in deeply, breathing in deeply now. And as you breathe in deeply, I want you to go ahead and just visualize a golden translucent pyramid surrounding your entire body. And as you visualize this golden translucent pyramid, as it surrounds your entire body, I want you to go ahead and just send up a golden cord. Send it all the way up now, sending it all the way up as high as you can go. And as you send that golden cord up as high as you can go, really sending it up all the way up to source and just connecting with source now, I want you to breathe in that golden white light. Breathe in that golden white light, breathe it in and allow it to surround every part of your body, surrounding every part of your body, filling every bone, every cell, every fiber of your being. And as you breathe in deeply, breathing in so deeply, I want you to go ahead and visualize a beautiful silver pyramid, this one facing down, surrounding your entire body. And as you visualize this beautiful silver pyramid, I want you to go ahead and send send a silver strand all the way down. Send it all the way down through every layer of the earth. And as you send it all the way down through every layer of the earth, I want you to go ahead, anchoring you deeply into earth. And as you breathe up her beautiful silver white light, breathing it up that silver cord, allow it to fill your space, surrounding you with love, light, and protection. And as you breathe in deeply, allowing these energies to just combine now, surrounding every part of you, beautifully merging together. Breathe in that energy, breathe it into every part of your body, breathing in deeply now. And as you breathe in so deeply, I want you to just relax into every part of your body, relaxing into every part of your body as you just tune into your breath now. Tuning into the breath as you continue breathing deeply, allowing each breath to just bring you even more relaxation. Continue breathing in deeply as I allow the energies to go ahead and fill your space. You may start to see different colors as they swirl around you. Hints of purple and blue. Inaka-arasir, unasa-arasa, iki-arasir, una-si-ir, ka-asa-ar. Some pink coming in now, working with that higher heart energy, really opening up and working with the unconditional love frequency. Naku-rasa-rasir. Ana asi-ir-kar. Sa-se-sha-ski-sa. Sanatash Asiasash Isiasashya Ukusiasha Niasanatash Iasashya Siatadashakasa Natash Ir Sonatashiasa Isiatashiasa Aseshi Sitishiasa Dashanataikisia Dashisia Tokusiash Sitishinatash Akastash. Working with like hearing, so this could even be working with some of you that have clairaudience, or just working with some of you that have been getting a lot of frequencies in the ears. Maybe kind of like toning down some of the chaos, or like understanding, maybe bringing some understanding to those tones and frequencies. Like you can communicate with the tones. A lot of times I'll hear them in different sides. There'll be different lengths. Some will be higher, some will be lower. Sometimes I'll hear more than one. Sometimes I can even find the notes on my keyboard. And this can all give you information. So sometimes if you're looking to connect with a guide and you start hearing tones or frequencies in your ears, that could be them communicating with you in some form. And so kind of tuning into those different sounds and frequencies and allowing yourself to kind of be open to the messages as they come through. This is a form of communication. Don't be afraid if you do start hearing things. Some of you do have gifts that are opening up now, connected to clairaudience, and you've never really experienced this before. Maybe you did as a child and you shut it down, and so they're kind of reopening now. So, some of you maybe had spoke about things you heard as a child, and were like, I heard the word demeaned, maybe put down for the things you heard, or maybe thought to be like you were making it up. So there was some kind of fear put in place connected to that. Potentially seeing things connected to hearing things and not knowing what that was. And then talking about it. And sometimes, and this is a very common story that I've heard with a lot of people, like when you're kids and your abilities start coming forward, you start seeing things, hearing things, feeling things, and you try to talk to your parents about it, they're like, you're making it up, or you're lying, and stop saying stuff like that, you sound like a crazy person. That actually creates fear and blocks and these like trapped emotions inside our body connected to not wanting to use our abilities. And so we're kind of letting some of that come forward. So some of you may even have like echoes that come out, like memories, or even potentially experiences that pop up connected to maybe an experience you had as a child, connected to your abilities, and maybe somebody comes into your reality that kind of plays that same role as maybe like a parental figure or an adult figure that maybe demeaned you or put you down as a child, and then now you're faced with that experience again as adult. This time you can allow whatever that experience is to bring some kind of healing and closure, as you don't allow it to kind of shut you down and block you up. You see it for what it is, and understand, maybe transcend the emotion that may have been trapped inside your body connected to any kind of fear or not trusting yourself or thinking that you're crazy, anything like that. And just seeing that this person, they're saying these things to you because they don't understand. They don't understand that what you're seeing, what you're experiencing is real. It is real. Because they haven't seen or experienced anything like that. So to them, they think that you're lying, you're making it up, because they can't see it, they can't understand it. So when you're faced with that kind of echo of a situation where you're kind of like given the opportunity to just be like, look, you're never going to understand, you're not going to see it from my side because you haven't experienced it yet, and you don't allow it to hurt you, trigger you, hold any kind of doubt for yourself or your abilities in that moment, in that time, in that experience. And that's when you get out of that loop. That's when you transcend that experience, and that's when that block is no longer held in your body. And a lot of times after that, you'll see your abilities expand exponentially. And every time you have an awareness of each time, like you're seeing this, experiencing yourself transcending something that would have essentially kept you trapped in the past, you find yourself really like opening up to more and more opportunities, and your abilities become bigger and more to the surface, to where you can kind of tap into them right away. You know that they're there. You know what you can do. You feel empowered when it comes to your abilities. You don't doubt yourself like you used to. You're more confident in the synchronicities, the numbers, the things you hear, the things you see. You don't doubt them like you used to. You're more confident in what you see. You trust yourself more, and you're just like, okay, I know that other people aren't going to see and experience the things that I do, and they're not going to understand it until they see and experience the things that I do. And I'm just going to have to let that go and no longer allow that to make me doubt myself. Somebody's perception of you should never make you doubt yourself. It should always be you that has the final say in how you feel about you. I think I turned around, so I'm not sure if I was even facing the camera during that. Facing the wrong direction. So I kind of got on a tangent there. So if any of you guys are still kind of traveling out in outer space, you can go ahead and just start coming back to your body. Coming back to your bodies, and as you come back to your body, you can just really allow all the energy, all the codes, any new awarenesses to just go ahead and anchor into your being, changing any old loops that you may have found yourself stuck in the past with this new awareness, and allowing it to bring in new opportunities for you. I like the independence and spirituality, yes. Like and subscribe. If you haven't yet, definitely like and subscribe. Glitch religion is full of ego. You must see the preacher is the biggest ego. Yeah. Ego is red. Don't judge. Don't you see? See the sea. The sea. I know what you mean. You know what I mean. Right, Guitar Whiz. Meant. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, man. We came for the game. Portal in 10 days, my fam. Oh yeah, that's right. The tipping point. Epic. We are almost home to a better home. The planet's alignment is definitely the reset of the universe. The real age of Aquarius starts the 21st. Oh. We are infinite creators, manifestors, and dreams of our dreams. 4:40 in Scotland. 11:40 in Boston. Hi, Emoji King. I don't know if I said hi to you yet. The last 2 weeks has been a theme of removing blocks, especially around my third eye. Me too, John Benny. I've been opening my third eye a lot. It's been so intense, like, oh my gosh. It's almost like back to the point like when I first had my spiritual awakening right after I did that spell, and my third eye was just like retarded, and I was just having visions, and I was just seeing things every time I closed my eyes, and things were just like appearing in thin air. I remember I was sitting putting my kids to sleep one time, and a fucking pardon the F word, freaking like stairway like opens up like in front of me, and I'm like thinking in my mind, I wonder if this is where the Stairway to Heaven song came from. I wonder if he had a vision like what I'm seeing right now, and this is why he wrote the song. And I have and it was like that a lot. I was always saying weird things, and then I'd be like, I wonder if this was why this person wrote this song. Apologize for the F-bomb. I've been trying to not do that because I know some of you guys got little ones that watch these lives with me. Yes, the more experience I have, the more I'm learning to trust myself and what I'm seeing. Thanks for that, Faery. Yes. And I'm so excited. We about to go on an amazing journey. I've been getting so many downloads, Morgan, too, and like I start thinking about things, and then I get full body chills, and I'm like, oh my god, okay, all right, universe, I'm excited. Also, the whispering light language was so awesome. Wow, did I feel that? Ooh, yeah. I am learning to listen to the quiet voice of spirit. Yes. Morgana, beautiful. 11 likes so far. 15 likes now. 11:22 watch time. Blessings. Glad I could join you all. Stay high vibe. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm super happy you joined us. Hopefully you join us next Friday. We do this every Friday. Every Friday. 444 in Scotland. Oh, I'm 2 minutes behind. That's not too bad though. Wow. It's funny. Yes, Faery. My third eye is so vivid. Mine has been too. Like, it's to the point, like, when I close my eyes, I can see, like, my hands moving around. And it's funny because when you do it, there's, like, a little bit of a delay. It's like your hands don't move in front of you in real time. It's like your hands move, and then it kind of moves. It's like a slight delay. It's so interesting. This stream is not for kids. No, it's not. I actually may put that on there because I do occasionally cuss on live streams, so I try to make sure that they don't have little kids accidentally watching my live streams. But I know some of you guys have like kids in the background and stuff when you're listening. So, although I think it's pretty late in some of the parts of the city or the country, the world. It's all just an illusion, anyways. Do you have advice for a new house? I said hello to the entities when I first walked in and made them leave. Was I rude? No, not necessarily. You have to set your boundaries. Just don't be disrespectful is all I have to like. That's my biggest advice when working with any kind of spirit entities. Whether you perceive them as negative or positive, don't be disrespectful. Like, always have gratitude, love, and respect for all of them, no matter whether you think they're negative, positive, whatever. And always just start there and then just kind of go with your intuition. Yes, like and sub. It's also super awesome to be a Patreon, indeed. And Glitch put the link for the Patreon if anybody's interested in joining or just checking it out and seeing if it would interest you. Stairway to Heaven, the first song I ever danced to with a girl at CYO dance. Nice. I keep seeing my friend in my dreams. She's been using drugs, so I reached out, but it's me and her dancing in colors, and I keep kissing people in my dreams. What's it mean? Interesting. So the people that you're kissing, are they people you know? I mean, that could just be you connecting with them, like with deep love. That could be how, like, your soul tells you, like, this is somebody who's important to me. And maybe if in this incarnation you're having a little bit of a rough experience with them, this could be them showing you from the other side, like, look, it's all just kind of an act, and I really do love you, and we're just kind of playing out these roles here to have an experience, and when we get to the other side, we're just, you're gonna see how much I really do love you. For the entities, yes, I sent them love. There was one that wasn't happy and didn't want to leave. My guides helped me, and we loved him on. Keep sending him love. That's beautiful. I went 9 months without swearing, and then I got pissed off. I've never really been able to go much long without swearing, but I do try to be a little bit more conscientious of it. I'm still struggling to talk today. Like, what is wrong with me? So do you guys have some questions about duality, exploring concepts of duality? I really kind of wanted to open up a little bit more of a back and forth with you guys if you have questions. I guess I could talk about the energy stuff. I never even got into that. I was so like kind of when I started the stream that I didn't even do the energy update. So we did have a high C class flare very recently, and they expected really high like geomagnetic instability. They were expecting like KP7, KP8. They were thinking like G2, G3 solar storms, and none of that ended up happening. It actually ended up working out kind of in an interesting form. So we had the high C class flare, but at the same time we had the flare, we also had a coronal hole stream coming in. So it kind of worked to almost like neutralize the energy. And I don't think that we're too experienced having this kind of this situation, because they were just expecting all of this stuff that just didn't happen. And I definitely felt the energy was really intense. So that was no joke. But it didn't send auroras all the way down to Oregon like they thought. It didn't, go into KP7, KP8 like they thought. We didn't go into G2, G3 like they thought was going to happen. None of that stuff happened. I mean, I think we got up to KP4, which isn't even G1. So, basically, we do have more potential. There's sunspots coming around that are, getting ready to flare up, and we'll see if they're going to let off, some CMEs or flares, or we'll see what happens. It's really just a matter of watching and seeing what happens. In this time, in this now, I think what you guys need to just focus on is when you're feeling weird and you don't understand why you're feeling that way, maybe just look at the NOAA and be like, okay, well, if the sun's acting up and I feel weird, maybe just get some extra rest or drink some extra water. Or instead of thinking that you're crazy and kind of falling into that spiral of thinking there's something wrong with you and you don't know what's wrong with you, just know that this is going to pass. And for me, checking that has always, and I'll put the link in the information after the chat for the NOAA. A lot of times when I'm feeling weird and I can't understand why I feel out of sorts, and then I look at it and I see that we're having something going on, it almost oddly kind of totally relieves any kind of spiral where I would have kind of just allowed it to kind of take over and ruin my whole day. I'm just kind of well, I know I'm going to get over it in a couple hours, and usually I can watch the graphs and see the energies as it's changing and switching, and kind of know that things are going to start, settling down in a couple hours, and I'm going to start feeling better in a couple hours. And I know a lot of that is mind too, but it does help me a lot. So if you guys are sensitive to energy, if anybody out there is sensitive to energy, I found it to be really helpful. Just to watch that, just to watch the CME graphs, and to kind of get an idea of what's going on with the sun, because I feel like having an awareness is important. But obviously that's up to you. You can make that choice for yourself. I do notice that it does have, because I work with people a lot. So when we're getting a lot of these solar flares and stuff like that, I get a lot of people talking to me like, I have been so triggered, what is going on? It definitely affects you. So you can have an awareness of it and allow it to affect you unconsciously and just kind of feel a little bit crazy and not know why you're feeling that way. Or you can have an awareness of it and know that you're feeling kind of crazy and triggered because something is doing that. And then kind of maybe even use it to your advantage. Awareness can be very advantageous. I always encourage it. Alright, so let me catch up on the chat because a bunch of stuff's coming in. All ex-drug addicts I used with, I see so sad. Then when I kiss them, they are rainbow. Some even stopped using. That's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. Maybe you're healing them in some kind of a quantum way. Tomorrow I will be doing part 2, Warrior of the... Is that at 8 p.m.? Sarah, you're live tomorrow? Do you see your friends when your friend is high, when you see them in your awareness? I wish I could teach people meditation. It's so much stronger than drugs. Yeah. I married that girl. She divorced me. LOL. 11, 52, 72, 27, 72. Nice. I got 27 earlier too, Glitchy. I don't know if you were here when I got that. Faery, with duality, are we the love, the whole of us? Do we become a linear sliding scale of our darkness to light? Oh, wait, I gotta read that again. As we the love, as we love the whole of us, do we become a linear sliding scale of our darkness to light? I guess, and if you want to look at it, like, I'm seeing like a visualization in my head, and it's funny because, you know, like the sliders on a mixing board, that's actually what I'm seeing. Like, I'm seeing like turning up the volume on a mixing board, like as the sliding scale, and I don't know what that has to do with it, so I'm gonna have to put a pin on that question because the visual that they're trying to give me isn't fully making sense, or I'm not able to put words to what they're trying to show me. My last company was called G2, G3. Interesting. Emoji her loss, yeah. Hi, Alexandria Armstrong. Welcome. Tila, you could say hello to her in meditation and then ask her about it. It might help her see she can escape the pain of reality and heal through meditation. Yes. The universe takes care of us even with the flares. Yes. Thanks, John. Didn't love her. Gave me my son and daughter. That's beautiful. Yeah, the sun farts are heavy. Indeed. They've been intense. Zara, welcome. Welcome, dear one. Our lovely Pisces. I feel like with an experience I had today, that when it comes to duality, it's all about just loving what we resist through our actions, not just our thoughts, as Glitch taught us with no expectations. Very well said. Beautiful. Thank you. Wow, John Minnie, that's awesome, because I did, and she said she meant to be there. LOL, I love her dearly. When I work with addicts, I love them where they are. It's been successful. That's really beautiful. It merges that duality and transforms it into a new level of understanding, and understanding of oneness. That's beautiful. 1171. Put lemon juice in your water, then re-vibrate it to put life back into water itself. It's acidic, just saying it's important. Yes. The live will be at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So tomorrow at 1 p.m., if you guys aren't busy, Sarah will be live doing the warrior something on the medicine wheel. I have beads all over my floor. I've been beading. I've been doing bead work. My cat flipped over my tray, so that I'm still picking up all the beads. Just stopping in to wish everyone well, bright blessings. Thank you for being here. I'm watching for us. We always love having you. Yes, Morgan, beautifully said. No going back now, lovers. Glitch, De Niro's son got autism from a vaccine needle. Interesting. John Binney, it's not a linear sliding scale, bro. You gotta merge with your darkness. Oh, interesting. So, I wonder if that's why they were showing me the music scale, or the music volume thing as you're pushing it up. So, because I was hearing like sliding scale, so I was seeing like, you know how like, if anybody's seen a mixing board, it's got like the little tick marks that show you the scale, and then you slide the slider up. So as you slide the slider up, the volume gets louder, louder, louder. If you think of this in terms of like light and dark, it would get brighter, brighter, brighter. So I can kind of see where he was looking at the perspective of that, where it starts in the dark and then gets brighter, 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 brighter as it, you know, gets pushed up the scale. But yeah, you could go deep with that, for sure. We could go deep with that. I think merging with that sweet spot in the middle where the sound isn't too loud that it's hurting your ears, and it's not so quiet that you can't hear it. It's like that good sound where you're just like, yeah, yeah, and you're really feeling it and grooving it. That bad De Niro. Oh, I like drinking waters with crystals in it, yes. Fading out the bullshit. Yes. Well, Faery, the sliding scales overcomes duality. Just crossfade. Yeah. This stuff is so yummy. I can't. I'm like mostly just eating it right now. It's them butterfly kisses. If you guys haven't gotten the butterfly kisses yet, like, this is in my shop. Butterfly kisses, it's the shit. I mean, no joke, you guys. I literally will sit there and just, like, put it on. Like, if I have it in my hand, I'll put it on, like, 50 times. Not because I need it, just because it's delicious. This is the cinnamon, the peppermint and cinnamon, and so it's, like, my favorite. Mix it down. Yes, fellow Pisces, Sarah and Zara. Well, Faery, I have recently set my vocals to dead center in my song's middle on the sliding scale on my mixing desk. Nice. I'm so glad you're here, Zara. This is our soul family. Welcome. This is your soul family. You found us. I am light and dark. Lark. I like it. Lark. Hashtag lark. Nice. Zara. Now the right spelling. Yes. Yes, I know, right? I'm such a nerd. Dite. I like lark. Dite lark. We're gonna come up with some new words. The butterfly farts are not so great. Well, if you want to look at the symbolism behind that, you know, the butterfly is all about transformation. So when you fart, you release shit. As you're transforming, you're releasing yourself from a cocoon. Oh my god, my mind, it goes in the worst places. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm still a teenager. I swear to God, I'm not 34 years old. I'm still a teenager. Much love, Sarah. I love the larkness of you. Oh, I like that. The larkness. Okay, I'ma go now. Just wanted to say hi. Well, hi, Alexandria. We're probably not going to go on too much longer. I've been trying to keep my lives a bit shorter. That way, people actually watch the replays. I found that if I keep them under an hour and a half, that people actually watch the replays. And a lot of times there's information that comes through that I enjoy sharing with you guys. It comes through for a reason. So, we have been going for an hour. We still have 12 of you here, so we can hang out for a while longer. Do you guys have more questions? I like shabathing, showering, then bathing. I wish I could live in the water. That's beautiful. That's funny, my daughter does that too. She likes to bathe with the shower on. Yes, have a beautiful night, Alexandria. That delightful dite. The butterfly farts decompose. I need to drive back to my house, then drive back to the holiday house with moving company while I squeeze a song in between. I don't know, you are pretty amazing at that. I don't know how you do it. Like, it takes me so long to do a song, it's not even funny. But I am also kind of a perfectionist. I really had to let go of my perfectionism when I sent you that song earlier today, because I wanted to sit there and keep working on it, but I was like, I just need to send it. Because if I keep working on it, I'm going to work on it all day, and I've got like 15 minutes left of my live stream. So I was like, okay, I just need to save it and side up my camera. Get my kids in, well, they were kind of already in bed. I was like kind of doing both. When the devil smacks my ass, I giggle and the angels tickle my... No, I'm not going to say that! I'm not going to say that! It's too naughty! Oh, you can say that stuff on your live. Oh my god, what are you going to... You just... Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. Yes, I'll watch the replay. Thank you. And take care, my love. Energetic hugs. Mwah. Yes, you should skadoodle and get your rest, beautiful one. Very yes, you get to hear every day. That's fine. There's no such thing as mistakes. They're... What did that... They're just like little imperfections that you can add to and make it into something beautiful. I know I always contradict myself, too. I'm a perfectionist, but I try not to be, because I understand the other side of it. I'm a walking contradiction, by the way. Glitchy, you must have amazing dreams. He does. I get to hear about them sometimes. They're pretty phenomenal. I've been having some interesting dreams lately, the ones that I can recall. Oh my god. It looks like, my stream is frozen again. Darn it. Is it buffering on your guys' end? Because it's, like, completely frozen on my end. Let me know if you guys can even still hear me right now. Johnny, I am the dream, baby. Baby! I had to do it. Glitchy, you are my dream baby. Just send it downrange. Send it downrange. I don't know what that means. 1444. Yeah, I can't, it's frozen on if you guys even can hear me or see me right now. Your dreams have been crazy, Sarah? Oh my gosh. Can you introduce your crystals? Yeah, I can definitely. So, I've got this one. I don't know if you can see it because it looks like it's buffering pretty bad. Stream is glitching now. So this was, it's kind of dirty. It needs to be washed. This is like a quartz and it has some kind of like a spray coating on it that makes it like kind of like reflective. It almost is like a gypsum kind of coating on it. This is mahogany obsidian and it's a local from here in Central Oregon. This is rainbow fluorite here. This is selenite sticks. This is a quartz cluster. This is also local from just like 40 miles from here in Prineville. Calcite. This rose quartz is from Bravery. He found this and sent it to me. I have some more obsidian here, but it's really sharp, so I'm just gonna leave it. These are, I think it's like called celestite or something like that. I have a couple of those. My crystal skull. And this is jasper that I also mined in Primeville. I actually picked this out of the ground myself. These guys, these chunks of jasper. And then I have some amethyst and rose quartz here, some smaller ones, some clear quartz. And then this is a quartz point and a smudge wand from Reverend Sarah Reeves. My feathers are a little bit... and her website's actually in the information below if anybody's interested in purchasing one of these. She's got some of these in her shop. I also wanted to mention that I'm almost to 1K subs, so I'll be doing the giveaway soon for the Dreamcatcher. As soon as I hit that 1K subs, then I'm doing the giveaway for the Dreamcatcher. Whoever wins it during the live, I'll do the drawing during the live. I'll put everybody's name who shows up to the live into a hat, pull a name, and then you'll win a Dreamcatcher when we hit 1K. So if anybody wants to help me get to 1K faster so we can go ahead and do that live, just share my channel. I think I only need like 15 more subs or something like that, maybe even less than that, so it's really close. Let me think. I think I need like 14 or 15 more subs so I can do that live. So if all of you guys could share my channel on like Facebook or whatever with a family member or a friend that is into spirituality or light language or anything that I talk about, if we can get to that 1K, somebody's going to win a Dreamcatcher. It's going to be awesome. You looked at your hands and they evaporated. Awesome. Vivid, weird, crazy dreams for show. Emoji, I've heard to do that, to look at friends. Oh, wait. I'm missing something. Hold on, let me go up in the chat. Have you ever had dreams that have dreams? Weird. Yeah, dreams within dreams. Yes. 11101011. Interesting. Dream within dreams. Yes. I actually have like a specific hypnosis where I kind of have you go through a similar experience of having a dream within a dream. Look at your hands in your dreams. You'll be amazed. Dream fasting. Oh, yeah. So one of the things that I've definitely noticed is when I fast, I dream a lot. I don't know if that's what you mean by dream fasting, but like whenever I do any kind of hardcore fast, my dreams get super vivid, like really intense and very symbolic. Love the quartz cluster. Yeah, so the quartz cluster, out of all my crystals on my table, this one I've had the longest, okay? This was given to me by my friend Brian and Ashley, and they're an amazing couple. They were actually a big inspiration to me with wire wrapping. I guess you could say they were the couple that inspired me to start doing wire wrapping. They also, like I didn't have any crystals before this one. No, I did. I had one. I had this one. Just this one. And then they gave me this one right before I moved to Bend. So this was the only crystal I had before then. And then all of these crystals I've kind of gotten over the years, or the last couple years. And 98% of the crystals I have, I either mined myself or they were given to me. I haven't hardly bought any of my crystals. Most of them were given. Yes, it's a dirty, dirty crystal. I need to wash it. I was just looking at it, noticing how dirty it is. It's like, oh. I wake up and like try to pick up or touch stuff from my dreams. They're never there. That's interesting. This is my crystal. Her name is... Oh, I can just see you making fun of me on your live now. Crystal skull from a little crystal being. Well, I can tell you that this guy wants to be called Edward and nothing else. I was like, really, Edward? Like the vampire in Edward? And I was like, can I call you something else? Nope. This is Edward. That's what he wants to be called. So that is what I shall call him. Definitely helps me channel though, I'll tell you what. This guy. Let's get Faery to 1K before I finish 5 more songs. It's probably about 3 days. Ooh, nice. Faery minor, love it. Yeah, so if anybody's wondering, one of my favorite things in the world to do, pick rocks. I freaking love it, okay? Like, that's my happy place. Digging in the dirt for crystals. Oh my god, yeah. I'm totally a rock picker. Oh, you're welcome. I loved sharing my crystals. I have more downstairs too. These are just the ones that I brought upstairs. See inside myself anatomically in meditation on fast. See my heart beating, lungs breathing, etc. That is so cool. Rad. Radtastic, bruh. My name is John Binney and I am a meditation-aholic. Yeah, when I first started meditating, I was kind of, I guess you could say almost like addicted to it a little bit. Like, I was so, because every time I would sit down and meditate, I would start having visions and seeing things, and it was like so almost like, it was almost a little bit addicting because it was kind of exciting. And then I kind of went into that downward where I was like getting a lot of psychic attacks, and then I kind of like transcended getting all those psychic attacks. Now I don't really get them anymore. If something tries to come into my energy field, I can feel it immediately, and I always know when something's trying to mess with me, and I just like, I've developed this visualization technique that when I feel something poking into my field, I like build this shield around my body, and then I create this core like ball of energy in my center, and then I kind of expand it, explode it outwards like an atomic bomb. So like anything that was trying to kind of poke into my field or attach itself to me is essentially like sent back to where it came from at like atomic speed. It's pretty powerful. I have to do a video and do like a walkthrough of the visualization technique for all of you guys. It's real quick, it's real easy, and it's super effective. It's really great for anybody who deals with like psychic attacks. It's my go-to, and like I said, I really just don't deal with psychic attacks anymore. Like when I first had my awakening and I was seeing things all the time, every time I would close my eyes, I'd see like freaking aliens. I'd be like, what the? There's a freaking ET right in my eyes every time I close my freaking eyes, and it was like, it was really like intense for a while there. And now it's like, now I can pretty much dictate. You know, things don't just pop into my eyes and freak me out like they used to. Like, I have control of that now. Angelfish! Welcome, welcome! I have sent notice, have sub soon. Nice. Edward, it is. Yes. Gma had us looking rocks at age 4. We gonna have issues. Issues? What do you mean? I don't understand. How are we gonna have issues? Because I like rocks? I last had a meditation 30 minutes ago before breakfast. Nice. Just the tip. And if you know, you know. Mud Fossil University on YouTube for rock lovers. Nice. Just the tip is that. Whoa, Faery, me too. I send out an atomic blast. Nice. Sweet. So I'm not the only one who does it. Norsh, norsh. I do something similar. See? That's beautiful. Well, those are my synchronicities. That's definitely something that I can share that other people could probably pick up pretty easily since most of y'all are doing it already. So that's awesome. You're trying, Sarah. Yeah, you're gonna have to be a little bit more specific, Glitchy, because I don't know what you're talking about. I have tissues for issues. Huggles, spirits, nice. Did we freeze again? Are we buffering freezing again? Oh, my leg's going numb on me. Dragon Ball Z, yeah. So that's kind of a funny synchronicity. Buffet on Amazon. Yes, I like to dig rocks. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I guess you're gonna have to tell me. There must be something that I'm not getting. I'm not getting it. I'm slow. So, when I first started kind of playing with energy, before I knew how to play with energy, before I even heard of Reiki, I hadn't even heard of the word Reiki, didn't know Reiki existed or what Reiki was. I just could see, yeah, you missed the meditation, but I'll timestamp it after this is over so that it's easy to find. It was a pretty short one this time. Oh yeah, the Dragon Ball Z thing. So when I first started playing with energy, and this was before I knew what Reiki was or anything like that, I just could see energy coming out of my hands. And so I would like make it into like balls and like throw it places and do like, you know, like the Kamehameha like thing. I'd like play with it. I was such a kid. Like I still am. But when my abilities first opened up, they were pretty expansive and I played with them a lot. I was definitely a kid about it. It was like having a free mushroom trip. It was pretty awesome. I played a lot with it. I would look around the room and see the different colors, and I would like change the colors, and there might be like, okay, so you're purple, and I want to make you green. And it was really fun. I encourage that. I should start. I kind of wish I had fun with it like I used to. I need to start doing that more, having fun with it again like I used to. That was, now that I like reflect back on it, I'm like, man, because I didn't really work with any people, so it's like all my abilities were just me having fun with them. I wasn't like using them to help people or do anything with them or accomplish anything with them. I was just like playing with them, which is fun and it has its place. And so I'm glad I had that experience, and I think I still need to, you know, allow myself to have fun with my abilities. Oh, we're right. Yeah, you did miss the meditation, but I'm sorry. It is there though. Spirit started singing and we are swaying. Yes. I buffer nicely. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it means I don't make too many weird faces as it gets frozen on my face. I know sometimes it'll like get frozen. I'll be like. Body, Mind, and Spirit on Facebook is better than Amazon. At Soothe the Glitch, they have awesome prices. For rocks, if I'm buying stones, I buy them through Etsy. This place called Structured Minerals is probably one of my go-to stores because they've got the best, their shit's quality. Like, that's usually where I get my moldavite and stuff from, is Structured Minerals. It's called Structured Minerals, I think. I'll put a link in the chat for that, but that's like the only place, and that's like if somebody like special requests a pendant, like a wire wrap pendant, and I need something specific that I don't already have. That's usually when I'll order from them. I've also ordered, you know, a couple other things from them, I don't remember if I ordered my shungite through them or if that was through a different store. I think it was through, now that I think about it, I think it was through a different store. There's more to rocks than you think. Go to Mud Fossil University on the tube human DNA and asteroids. Well, Moldavite is, my Moldavite's in my bra right now because the chain broke, so I'm not going to pull it out because that would be inappropriate. But yeah, Moldavite is basically like created from asteroid impacts. So it carries some of that energy. It's a type of tektite. Any travelers, slide zone pilots. Glitchy portation. I feel like I'm missing stuff. Faery, I saw a glitch in your live stream where you disappeared out of the frame and reappeared. Yeah, and I've also shifted on live streams and completely like teleported on live streams. Like, I do weird shit on live streams. You're always in for a show, and there's my 27 again. Wow. At 9:27 p.m. How does this keep happening? Wow. Lots of 27s today. 27s and 42s. Man, I kept getting 42s today. I thought I was going to lose my mind. In a tarot reading this week, they said you should bring Reiki into music. I put all of my music, John Benny, that I send you has, except for the one I just sent you. Crap, I didn't add any of my, so I can't say everyone. 99% of the stuff I send you, John Benny, has energy healing encoded into it. Some formula or another. It depends on what the song is. Well, Johnny, he. Oh, Sarah, my sarcasm goes right over your head. I have like a piece of hair stuck on my nose ring or something. It's tickling me. There's much more to... did I read that already? Glitchy portation. I must be really far behind. Or not, maybe. Yes, taking the energy and making into balls and toss. Yes, I love doing that. It is so fun to do instinctive energy work for fun, indeed. I used to be sarcastic, but it was too much fun. Morgana tossing balls. Love it. Oh my god. Like Hadouken. 8. Chocolate salty balls. My eyes are portals for Reiki. Emoji King, yeah. The eyes are the portal to the soul. Hadouken. Sumo slap. Haha, yes. 17. There's that 17 again. Oh, also 42 this now. The earth is alive biologically. You had a lot of 42 yesterday too. I know. Like crazy. She breathes and bleeds. She is mama. Blessings and joy to all. Good night, my babies. Good night, Glitch. I'm gonna cut it too soon, everyone. Haha, I'm slow in the 42, yes. Love your face. Glitched out. Indeed. If you guys have any more questions, definitely throw them in, because I'm going to go ahead and call it as well for the night. Angel packed full of vitamins, good for you. So, good night, everyone. I'll see you all next Friday. If I don't see you before then. Okay? I love you all.